Booze and Ballin' Fantasy Football shaking.
Notster.
There he is. DK wasn't in here for a hot second. He's grabbing the Bowman Brothers, which is our drink of choice tonight. Sorry, we're a few minutes after. I don't know. I just saw this in the store and I wanted to buy it.
We're both having days of days right now. So
Days of days.
let's make it a good episode since it's been such a great day.
Such a great day.
I'll start trying to open this now since I don't see any perforated edge. Fuck.
Oh, God. So when we sign off, Dustin will have this fucking thing open. Ooh.
That is a good sign.
So last week we did Thursday. This week we're doing Friday. We have nobody in here yet. We're going to get somebody in here.
Again, that's my fault. My scheduling is just all over the fucking place right now.
It was weird. Thursday nights I like. I think I want to try and do that more often, but just sometimes during the week with having other jobs, it doesn't. That was a good pop.
It smells good too.
Let me smell. Ooh, it does smell. It does smell good. I don't know. I saw that bottle, and I know I've heard the name Bowman's Brothers before, but
It's weird because
I wanted to try it.
A company called Bowman.
Ooh, HL Bowman
Where
and
we have
stuff.
commercials.
I wish we had commercials. That means we'd have like legit paying sponsors and shit. You ever see those TikToks where that girl's like, "What's a better sound than this?" and she shakes the Starbucks, and then you hear the bourbon go. I don't know.
Definitely say that glugging sound is way better than any Starbucks fucking cup
Starbucks,
you
some
could ever get.
bullshit. So you had a day today. I had a day today. Eagles won last night. We'll start it off with a little.
Dude, I went to bed with. I have a lot of Saquon this year, and I went to bed with like 7 fantasy points and woke up a king. So
He had a great second half. That whole first half of that was
scored-
sweet.
he scored 2 touchdowns within like 10 minutes of each other. My phone gave me 2 notifications. One, it was like 10:16. The other one was 10:28, and he had 2 touchdowns. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. It was him, Eagles defense, and Jalen Hurts got the bulk of the
yeah.
points.
And Hurts was
McLaurin
okay.
shit the bed, but and
He
you
had
know
2
what?
targets. What's up with that?
Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah, you think he had a
Quinn
game
Mi-
of games? or something?
Quinyon
Holy
Mitchell is
shit.
this year's sauce.
Yeah,
He's
having a
been
year.
he's been playing lights out. I want to send an invite to someone real quick.
I haven't had a good bourbon with a good piece of ice.
We've
That's a shirt right there.
The-
Good piece of ice.
good. You're a good piece of ice. Oh, I have 2 more shirt designs. You see, I sent them
I
to you.
did. I enjoyed them. I enjoyed both of them.
Hopefully, our shirts are up on Amazon somewhere in the next week. Our shirts might be up on Amazon. That is good, actually. I gotta be honest. The last like 3 bourbons we had have been kind of shitty.
Agreed. This one's definitely better than the last of them.
Yeah, it's been kind of shitty.
Kind of gives me a puncher's vibe.
It does have kind of a puncher's vibe.
Like not this exact.
Now that you
same.
said that, hold on.
It's a little sweeter than punchers, but it's giving me a puncher's vibe.
How do you share a link for this? I'm trying to share. Oh, there we go. Got it.
Aha.
Got it.
Either way, ooh, that was a good one. What is that? Bowman Brothers.
Bowman Brothers. You know why I picked it? Look at the back of the bottle.
This could definitely be in the.
No, I mean like look through the glass at the front.
Fucking.
I saw the group of dudes.
dudes.
I saw the group of dudes standing there, and I was like, I want this.
Is that Davy Crockett? With the fucking, or is that Chevy Chase? The guy with the raccoon on his fucking head.
Chevy Chase? I don't think it's Chevy Chase, but I do completely understand what you're saying.
It's Davy Crockett. That's who it is.
God.
They fucking.
All right, so Thursday night, yeah, and I'm playing you, but this is a bye week hell for me. But
It's
Yeah.
okay, because I need the win.
but who do you start? I mean, you got to start McLaurin the way he's been. He's wide receiver 5 on the season, so you got to start
yeah,
him.
no shit. Yeah.
I thought if anybody, I mean, Quinyon Mitchell's been shut down. The Eagles defense is playing like they're not the Eagles defense, which is interesting. But
I mean, the Eagles just went from fire their coach to holy shit, they're back in like a couple of games, right?
right,
It felt really good to watch. They struggled a little bit in the first half, but
the play
all of
calling
the highlights that I saw, the play calling was definitely better.
at the second half, the first half, the play calling was typical, and then when they adjusted their game plan, then they looked good again.
Yeah.
I don't understand the shitty calls on 3rd and longs.
Yeah, dude, right?
I don't get it. I don't even get the calls on 2nd and 14
What's up with all the like trick plays and shit? Like
that don't work.
why are they doing that? Like you're moving the ball, you're moving the ball, you're moving the ball. Let's throw this like
Good.
double reverse flea flicker.
Flea flicker.
That fucking
Flea flicker. Oh, flea flicker.
you know what I'm saying though? Like they were moving the ball very well on that drive, and then all of a sudden they fucking throw this double reverse flea flicker bullshit. Hurts gets like a 20-yard sack.
Yeah, well, because it went to receiver, then to Barkley, then
and
to
he pitched it back to
Hurts.
Hurts.
Yeah.
And by then the defender was like, I know where this is going. Why is Hurts still standing here?
I was hungover as hell today because of that first half. I just kept drinking, like, this is pissing me off. I mean, it was supposed to be, we've been lucky. We've been getting a lot of good Thursday night games.
Yeah.
That one started off bad, but it ended up being a lot better than anticipated.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. I still hate Thursday night football.
I hate it because I feel like shit on Fridays because I stay up. Well, I also hate Sunday nights and Monday nights too, but
I haven't been staying up. That's just because I got youngin at home. Usually I do.
I try to stay up. I also be youngin, and I stay up because I'm stupid. But then I just stay sleeping on the couch. I just decided, screw it. I'm just gonna commit to this shit.
All right.
All right. So, anything weird? Nothing really weird happened this week. It's been kind of a normal week. They're going back. Colts are going back to Anthony Richardson, so you can bench Josh Downs.
I know that
The
one.
Jets got their asses kicked, which was amazing.
Yeah, that one was a little bit surprising. I thought the Jets looked good enough to show like, hey, we're gonna be. This is at least our offense is going to put up from now on, and they fell right back on their face.
Agreed. It was, and like, Brees Hall didn't have a good game.
Looked like shit. Yeah.
Brayden Allen didn't have a good game. It was all passing, but that wasn't good either. I didn't expect them to come get smacked like they did.
I don't think anybody saw that coming, to be honest with you.
It was, it pissed me off.
I'm trying to think.
They
got beat by the Cardinals, right? The Cardinals is who beat the shit out of them. They actually looked fucking great.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison was on my bench again.
Yeah, same. Because
I thought
Sauce was gonna lock him up, and that just
exactly, which is the same theory I had when I played McLaurin. I thought he's a good play. All right, so yeah, other than that, it was kind of like a normal week. Everything happened. I don't know. Nobody knows what the hell's up with Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, right.
Dallas fucking sucks.
I got nothing. It was kind of a mediocre week all around.
Yeah,
there wasn't a lot of fantasy studs, was there? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. There's nothing screaming.
Where you were just like, yeah, that was a league winner that week or week winner. And it was an average week.
Yeah. Well, I guess Burrow and Chase went fucking crazy, but that's
Burrow and Chase. Burrow and Lamar were great for my super flex team.
Look fucking
beat
awesome.
The shit out of everybody.
Yeah, I mean, the Baltimore Ravens are proving that they're pretty much matchup proof.
Did Chase was it the highest did he have the highest fantasy points scored?
It had to be close.
Ever?
I mean, that's like
264 yards
and 3 touchdowns. And then they go for 2 like idiots.
I want to say, I think that was, I think that's the most fantasy points scored. I think
it's got to be close.
I'm trying to think. There was somebody else who was close.
Problem is he only had 3 touchdowns because there's a lot of games out there where guys had like 5, 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, but 264 yards. And if you have bonuses in your league,
Jamal Charles went fucking absolutely nuclear that one game, and he had the yards as well.
What was it last year? Alvin Kamara had that 5 touchdown week too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the bonuses.
Right.
It's the long play bonuses and it's the yardage because a lot of leagues will give you bonus when you hit 100 yards. Leagues will give you bonus when you hit 200 yards.
I'm just saying straight up standard though. That's why I said like Jamal Charles with 200 plus yards and 5 touchdowns is got to be right there with it.
Got to be there. I think it's. I'll have to go back and look, but I definitely think it's the.
You would think we would have had like an idea of what the most fantasy points ever were.
Well, I think he beat it. That's why I didn't think to look, but I probably should have looked. Speaking of beating, I did make my little comeback on you.
Oh, did you?
Oh, I don't have it written down in here. You mother trucker.
That's unfortunate. I guess nobody's ever gonna know.
I have it written down in my paperwork over there. You talk to him. I'm gonna go grab it.
All right, sounds good. Well, I don't have a fucking clue what to talk about. So the bourbon. Well, the bourbon is very sweet. It is definitely giving me the Punchers vibe. And for yous for yous that don't know, it's Todd, shut up. Um, it's Puncher's Chance. We rated it last year. It's one of our highest. What did we give it? A 91, I think? It's got to be up there.
It's top 3.
It's in the top 3. But this is definitely giving me that same vibe. And
It has a very similar, like, it's the sweetness and the lightness of it that kind of reminds me of a Puncher's. I'd say it's a little lighter than Puncher's.
I think it's just sweeter.
What's the, is it, maybe it's 90 proof.
That's
That's
actually
right about where Puncher's is at, isn't
That's
it?
exactly where I think Puncher's is like 94 or something stupid like that.
So I made up some points. I had well, let's put it this way. I had you beat without Puka's points,
Okay.
which I now realize I didn't fucking total them. We'll come back to this. We were not prepared for this. But I'm saying, so you had 34 points.
Who did I play?
You played Aaron Rodgers for 4.04,
Oh yeah.
Aaron Jones for
He
15.5,
got hurt.
and Darnell Mooney for 14.6. I played Jonathan Taylor for 19.9 and Herbert for 22.56. So I had
So it was Rodgers that fucked me.
you had 30, you had 34.
I was gonna say because the other two didn't do too bad
You had 34 points. I had 38 points.
with Puka, and he went what, like 18 or something like that.
Actually, I had 41 points before Puka, and then he got 18. So I had like 60 points. So I'm only like 15, 20 points down from you at this point.
Nice.
Yes. And the chat team scored scored 56.2. Luckily, I beat the chat team. Thank God, because then we don't have to do shots, which is not really fair when we do the chat team though, because they always pick good fucking players.
I played Aaron Rodgers.
I said good players.
Yeah, I know.
That's not Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron
Aaron Rodgers, ever since his
he had
whole
like 4 touchdowns the week before.
ever since his drama queen bullshit to end up in the Jets and have to bring whoever he wants to bring with him, it's like he took a step back. He's not that
He's dead to me.
he would have been better off retiring
He's dead.
and instead of going to the Jets.
We all wish he would have.
Mm-hmm. I wish he would have got hurt on the first play again. That would have been fucking wonderful. All right. Let's do some sit-start stuff. Let's do some starts. I know we're going to do more starts and then just people we're worried about.
Right.
But do you want me to go first? Give you a starter? You want to go first?
Go ahead.
I'm going to start. It's probably, I think it's universal this week, but starting Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
He had a bad week last week.
That's one of mine, actually.
4-point-something fantasy points. Jerome Ford, like 1.7 fantasy points.
Yeah.
But they got a great matchup. They're playing the Saints. I mean, Saints defense is good, but Saints pass defense is better than their run defense.
Yeah.
And I feel like in for a good week.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you. It's a good matchup. I totally forget who they're playing here.
Saints.
Thank you.
I also don't. He's available in every damn league. Is Jerome? Everybody dropped Jerome Ford. I think
I agree with
Chubb getting better makes Jerome Ford flex valuable.
that. I was gonna say like Chubb back, given the bye week, gives him another week to kind of like get his legs underneath of him. I think it's gonna be a good week for him. I think he gets in the end zone this week.
Because you remember when they had him and Hunt, and
Yeah.
like they sustained 2 top 10 running backs.
That offensive line isn't quite the same.
No, but I do like when you have Chubb in the game and when they put Jerome Ford in, it makes Jerome Ford more relevant.
Yeah, totally.
And he's not a
agree.
standalone back. Everybody thought he might be a standalone back, but he's been kind of injury prone.
Yeah. There's a lot of good tight end matchups this weekend.
There are.
I have a feeling like
There's
you're gonna
2
see
I hate.
I think
but
you're going to see some fireworks from that position this week. I don't know why, just a gut feeling.
Do you have a tight end that you like best?
I do. Njoku, I think, has a good week this week, and I only say that because I'm playing against him in like every fucking league, and I know he's going to blow up just because of that.
It's funny. Like in my starts, I have a lot of Browns.
Yeah,
I'm all over the Browns this week.
yeah. I think that it's mostly that matchup.
I have Tillman as a must start this week.
Yeah, a must start.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's on my
Who's
list.
the under center? Is it
It's gonna be Jameson.
Is it Winston getting it?
Can't even say the eating dog.
So that means they might still lose the game, but
The thing I like about him is he's not afraid to throw the ball.
No, he gives his guys a chance. That's for sure.
And Tillman,
A lot of his interceptions come from that too. Like he'll just miss a guy and try and give his guy a chance.
that's because he's blind. Remember?
Yeah.
Couldn't see when he was with the Saints.
Oh, that's too funny.
But I'm all and like, yeah, it's funny. I like Njoku. I like Chubb. I like
Mhm.
Tillman. And if you're pushed, I don't hate Jerry Jeudy this week as much as I hate Whiskey Dick. I hate him so much. But I mean, you saw I posted it on our TikTok and YouTube. My bye week bullshit. Like,
yeah, you don't really have a choice.
You're gonna have to play him, and I'm hoping that I'm not playing him in that league, but in other leagues, I have him. I have to play him.
Yeah.
But I don't hate him. He's been better with Jameis Winston.
Right.
I think the best thing that the Browns could do is just move on from Deshaun Rapson.
It's tough to give you a good start this week just because everybody that I've seen, it's like you're more than likely starting him, especially with the bye weeks hitting this week. They're hurting.
You have 6 teams on bye over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That, and then on top of it, injuries and stuff, you're kind of looking at it like I can tell you to start J.K. Dobbins, but if he's on your team, you're probably starting.
You're probably starting him, but he's definitely in my he's a top 10 running back this week. He's gonna start it.
I got an absolute dart throw, and I don't even know how to the Zivas from Cincinnati, Andre.
Oh, the wide receiver?
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna
the
catch,
rookie.
Yep, I feel like he's gonna catch like 2 or 3 touchdowns this weekend for no fucking reason. Oh, I think it's his second year. I don't think.
Well, is Higgins back? I think Higgins is back though.
Is he? That's even better for him. That means he'll be like the Gesicki.
He'll be Boyd.
One of those guys is gonna catch like 3 or 4 touchdowns.
He'll be Tyler Boyd,
fucking reason.
Who disappeared as soon as he left there.
Because everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, Chase is taking over the world," and then he'll just disappear this week. And
they're who the hell are they playing? Who are they playing this week?
Chargers, I think.
It's a good matchup.
Yeah,
Chargers defense is actually surprisingly good, but they're
terrible.
I like it. I like Monty. I like David Montgomery this week.
Yeah, you don't think Gibbs has taken too much from him recently?
No, I think the matchup against the Jags, Trevor Lawrence-less Jags, I think the game script is going to be run, and I think that he's good for at least a touchdown.
That's awesome.
Touchdown, probably 70 yards on the ground, maybe a catch or two for another 15. Gives him roughly 18 to 22 fantasy points, and I'm happy with that.
For sure. So, Jaden Reed.
I feel like you took a deep breath. You had like a real question. Like you read like a deep question there or some shit.
Jaden Reed. What do you do with Jaden Reed moving forward? I feel like a lot of the Green Bay
I'm
Packers
glad you brought this up.
have decided to just disappear. And I don't know if it's time to be like ripcord on all of them because you just have no idea what the fuck's going to happen.
It's
like the only one I feel like is startable right now is Josh Jacobs on the entire team.
Too many mouths.
And what the fuck happened?
Well, I just got offered a free agent pick, like a waiver pick, because I'm in a league where you only get 3 or 4 all season.
Okay.
Someone offered me Dontavian Wicks, for which you would think is a good pickup for a free agent because out in a 12-man league, there's not a lot out there.
Right.
But my discrepancy is that there's and we talked about it last year, right? When I said they were going to beat the Cowboys because they can't be covered. There's too many mouths, too many young and fast.
Right.
There's too many receivers, and Wicks, Reed, Watson, Wilson.
You say they got rid of Watson.
Could be all number 1 receivers. So they don't have a guy there has not been a guy and we thought it was going to be Reed last year. At the end of last year, we thought going in this year, he was going to be the number 1 guy. Yeah. There hasn't been
he's had moments. Yeah.
He's had moments, but there hasn't been a guy. They're like, all right, this is the guy. This is our wide receiver 1.
Yeah. I feel like
everyone's tied for wide receiver 2.
Yeah. They don't have like an alpha male.
So
there.
Reed, like
it feels like a bunch of guys that are.
He's a flex.
Yeah.
I don't think he's good enough to say you put him in your wide receiver spot. Unless you don't have other options. Right. I think he's a flex.
Like you play Cedric Tillman over him.
100%. I would play Cedric Tillman over him. I would play Pickens over him. I'd play Sutton over
Pickens
him.
I play a start for me this week.
I have Pickens here. Pickens is on my list of starts this week.
I think Pickens is dangerous moving forward with Mike Williams getting more acclimated with that offense. It's only going to open up things.
I mean, Jamar Chase just cooked Baltimore. Pickens is going to cook Baltimore.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same type of.
He's going to get pissed off and choke slam a random dude. Like, it's just what he does.
Yeah, or...
Does he not look... Yeah, I'm going to go to looks. when his picture pops up, he's like, you just look at me, you are a goofy fucking bastard. Am I wrong? Like you look at him and he just sit there, he's like, does he not? Do you see that stand-up comedy? The dude who was in Deadpool. Oh, the curly haired long, the comedian dude. We talked about taking his driver's license photo, and he always makes a face. But I look at George Pickens, whenever George Pickens' photo pops up, I'm just feel like this is him. Just
he reminds
like
me
he's
of,
a goofy fuck.
You remember the movie Booty Call with Jamie Foxx?
Yes.
Remember?
Good reference.
You remember? All I can think of is when I see George Pickens is where she pulls the bubble wrap down over his face and he's sitting there all like fucking this and he's got
Yes, that's his picture that pops up whenever they show him.
Yeah, that's all I can.
Goofy as fuck.
And it's Jamie Foxx. Like,
oh god.
Shit.
Oh Lord, but he's a good start. No, oh god, where did the Packers take us to booty call?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm okay with it. Well, since we said that, yeah, I have Pickens as a start, and I actually really like Sutton against the Falcons. Cortland Sutton had a very, and you're a Packers, Broncos dude. Also, I cannot wait to the end of this season, and you just come to me and be like, you were so right about Bo Nix.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a Bo Nix. I'm about to get a Bo Nix tattoo on my ass cheek.
Yeah, if you lose, it's gonna be booze, ball, and Bo. That is your tattoo. But no, Cortland Sutton, he's averaging 10 targets. He got 12, 9, and 11 targets for the last 3 weeks. He's been coming back, and he's finally building some chemistry. I also really like the rookie there as a possible flex option. Verde. What's his name?
I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm not saying it.
Oh, I fuck up names like it's my job.
That's also why I would like
Valet.
What is he parking?
Stupid. Davon. Yeah, Davon Valet, whatever.
Valet.
He's gotten above Mims. He's gotten above Franklin.
Mims has actually been a disappointment. I thought
huge disappointment.
I thought Mims was going to be way more than what he is this season.
I thought he was too.
I don't even know if he's getting targets right now.
He's just a special teams guy.
I think so. Like he's falling off the face of the mat.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But a lot of people have benched Sutton. I think he's a start.
Yeah, no, Sutton's still top dog.
At the Valet, I like if you need help, you got a bye week. I like him just because it's there's always a lot to be said about rookie to rookie chemistry.
Yeah,
and I think that has a lot to do with it.
They go in rookie camp and shit like that, and they kind of build that chemistry early because you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
And then it transfers over.
Oh, that was a good sniff. I need more bourbon. It's one of those days. Put a window in 2 inches off center. Like it's my goddamn fault. I got another start that I like. It's going to be, people are going to complain.
This is creamy.
I like it. That has been sitting there for like 2 months for us to drink because I picked it up the one day. I was like, we got to drink the Four Dudes. I was like, I picked it up. That's why I called it the Four Dudes because I could not remember what it was called because it was the guy standing in the background.
And here we're blowing Four Dudes.
Blowing Four Dudes. No, a start is I like Ramondre Stevenson.
I was going to go there as well. I'm with it 100%.
He's such a controversial start any given week.
Yeah.
But he's been serviceable.
And Drake May is starting to play good football.
I wish they were going from Drake May from the beginning. No, I lie.
No, he gets a chance.
I wish it was Joe Milton. Still think that dude might have the biggest arm in the NFL.
It's possible. He's the biggest dude in the NFL, I think, outside of maybe Anthony Richardson.
Like, would you not love to just see him get the shot? Like a full start, real game. Just say, hey, go out and do what you want to do.
I would trade for him.
If I was another team,
if I
was the Colts, I'd be like, "Fuck you! We got a bigger Anthony Richardson."
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it if I was the Colts. I think you got to give Anthony Richardson another shot. But
before we go, question: do you think this was a good trade, Kyren Williams for Kyren Williams for Amon-Ra? He got Kyren. I guess. What is your game over? What is your other wide receivers look like. If you gave up Amon Ra, who do you still have at wide receiver? That's the best way to know if it's worth it.
So he got Kryn.
He got Kyron Kryn. We don't know how to say it.
For,
He got Kryn for Amon Ra,
okay.
which I don't hate the trade. It just depends who your Debo Pickens,
Bowers.
Hop, and Flowers.
Oh, yeah, no, that's all right.
That works. I don't think it's bad. If you need running back, shop. I knew what you meant. Yeah, if you need running back help, I don't hate it. I think it's on paper, it's a fair trade.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Amon's been in the end zone, 7 straight weeks?
Yeah.
But so's Kryn.
But there's a lot of other wide receivers. You got to look at positional depth.
Yeah, true. If you're
like the top 5 running backs are equal to the top 10 wide receivers.
I like it because Pickens is only moving up.
He's got CMC.
D-Hop is only moving up.
Oh, I love it then. He has CMC and Pollard. I think that's a great trade for your team.
Yeah, 100%.
Connor's good. Oh, Tyrone Tracy. I hope it's a keeper league and you keep Tyrone Tracy. Please tell me you're going to keep Tyrone Tracy.
Yeah, maybe.
Dude,
not.
I called that so early that he was going to be the dude.
Well,
I don't trust CMC 100%. Okay, I want to talk about this. Is what I want to talk about Sunday. Game over. Thank you, because it brought me to this point. They way fucking overused Christian McCaffrey.
I told you it was going to happen. They do it all the time.
What is Shanahan fucking thinking?
It's RG3 mentality.
Because you're gonna get hurt. Like, you can't. You got Jordan Mason, who shows you he's a serviceable running back.
And they gave him like 3 carries or something.
I hope they make the playoffs and the motherfucker gets hurt again at the end of the season.
Goes in and balls out and bails him out.
I'm not talking fantasy wise. I'm talking about
No, I'm talking about the San Francisco.
But when you get to the playoff quality players, you're not gonna. Jordan Mason is not the same as Christian McCaffrey in the playoffs, but you're gonna bring him back like that. But I also need to start Kyron over. Yeah, you definitely need to start Kyron over Pollard, because Pollard, I think, is dealing with is it a knee or?
Yeah.
He's dealing with an injury. I like Tajay Spears this week actually to score more fantasy points than Pollard. So starting Kyron over that is a good idea.
Stop it. It's not going to happen.
I'm telling you.
That's not
Dumbass bet.
Dumbass bet.
Pollard
versus Spears.
Spears, first shot, Spears scores more points.
All right. Deal.
Oh, what was our other bet that I won? We never did a shot for. Oh, what the fuck was it?
You didn't win shit.
All right. Dumbass bet.
Dumbass bet.
Dumbass bet. Gonna win. But no, I don't.
Barring injury, that's null and void, right? Like it.
Yeah, injuries don't count. Injuries null and void. Like Eric and I made a bet for the rest of the year: Tyrone Tracy to Jonathan Taylor, who scores more fantasy points. Yeah, I like Kyron. I like Kyron Williams for that lineup. Kyron.
That's definitely
Lamar, CMC, Tracy, Connor, Pollard. I like that. It's a good trade, honestly.
Jonathan Taylor's going to smoke him.
Tracy's already winning. You really think so? Especially with Anthony Richardson coming back?
It depends on the whole Daniel Jones situation. I don't know. I just don't trust the Giants.
I don't trust the Giants either.
I feel like there's going to be weeks where Tyrone gets in the fucking end zone twice. And then there's going to be weeks where he scores 4 fantasy points.
I like Tyrone Tracy Jr. for that because he's a more of a receiving back than Barkley. So I think that he benefits more for that off. Yeah, Barkley can just run.
They're kind of the same player.
They're very similar in size too.
They've moved the same too.
But
I'm not saying
Tracy is more of a receiver, and Saquon is more of a backwards hurdle runner. Was that not beautiful as hell?
It's very, very risky. He almost planted the boys right on that face.
Who should I get with these people? Let me see. Hold up. I have Lamar, CMC, Tracy, Connor, Pollard, and Kyron. You need to start Kyron over Pollard. And you got Debo Pickens. This week we just said it. I start Pickens 100%. So my team is Lamar, CMC. Okay, here. So my team is Lamar, CMC, Tracy, Pollard, Connor, Kryn, Flowers, Debo, Pickens, D-Hop, and Njoku. Oh, I love Njoku this week. You jumped on later. Njoku love this week.
Yeah, we are all in.
And Bates, who should I get? I don't think you need to get anybody.
What's his Njoku and who's the other tight end?
Bates. Yeah. Hold on.
Why is that not ringing a bell?
I don't know. I don't know if. What's a good? You know what? Go sell your worst running back for like a flex wide receiver. Go find someone who's got like a deep wide receiver bench and sell your worst running back for a flex wide receiver. because with CMC, Tracy, Pollard, Connor, and Crin, you don't need to do shit there. Flowers, Debo, Pickens, I love. D Hop, actually, hate the fact that I love I love D Hop. Like he just ended up in such a good
It's
situation.
fucking bullshit.
I hate it because it's them, but I would say
I
sell
love
you
it for him because I've always been a D Hop fan and I'll never cheer against him.
right.
But fucking the Chiefs, fuck.
I know, but it's the receiver that they don't normally get.
Well, and it's the style of football that D Hop plays where like he'll go up and catch just about anything as long as it's the ball's in the right spot. Who better to do that than fucking Patrick Mahomes?
That's true.
And then you got to deal with Kelsey running along the goal line. Like, good luck with that.
But I like that because that offense because they always do the fast receivers. They need a hands receiver like D Hop. He fits it
Yeah.
perfectly.
And then you got Worthy. Is
Actually, a good
Marquise Brown, is he out for the season?
out for the season. Actually, what you could do is
think I've asked that, like,
go
3
get a
episodes.
tight end like Tucker Craft or something. Sell like a
You might have a
Pollard. Honestly, with CMC, Tracy, Connor, and Kyron, I would sell Pollard and get like a Tucker Craft or a backup tight end that could fall into a flex play if needed. Because I think
I disagree. I would not give up Pollard for a tight end.
or a wide receiver. I'm saying of your running backs, that's who I drop. CMC, Tracy, Connor, Kyron,
Yeah,
and Pollard. You move Pollard. He holds enough value. You're going to get something. If you're worried about tight end,
I'm actually going back on the trade. I wish he would have kept Amon and played Tracy.
that's true though. Oh, he has Ingram. Wow. Then go get another receiver. Use Pollard and get a good receiver.
I would probably
Go get Cortland Sutton.
I would probably stack Debo and Pollard and go after like a number one
Debo.
Like,
Debo
get your-
and Pollard.
and get your Amon back. Or, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, the guy's not going to trade you Amon Ra back.
No, but that's a good idea. If you could
I would
stack those,
I would
let me
stack
see here.
those
Who could you
two.
get for?
And try to pick up somebody for those two. Because those two are going to be hit or miss type players. I'd go get somebody who's got a higher floor. Does he have James Conner already? Is that who
He has Connor, so stay away
See-
from them.
Like, you definitely don't need a running back. Like, holy
No,
shit!
I would
his
say-
running backs are fucking stacked.
I would say if you got to do it, I like that Debo and Pollard.
to go pick up a number one, maybe a CD Lamb. They might sell you a CD Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb
now.
is a buy low
And then
right now.
You could go get a CD Lamb for those two guys, maybe.
If I had CD, I'd sell him for Debo and Pollard
And then
in a heartbeat.
right? And then when Dak comes back, you got your fucking self your wide receiver one back.
Or do you go get like a Terry McLaurin coming off that shitty play right there?
I'm not selling both of those guys for Terry McLaurin. I
I'm-
don't. This whole like
Terry McLaurin's wide receiver 5 up until this week.
and he's gonna do what he just did in the playoffs to you, and you're gonna be fucking like shit. Fucking scary Terry got me again.
His playoff schedule is New Orleans, Philly, and Atlanta. Yeah, don't go get him.
He's
Drake
gonna-
London, maybe.
I would do that for Drake London. Yeah.
Debo and Pollard for Drake London. Someone would
I
probably
don't know.
bite on
Debo
that.
I don't know. Debo. I would want a top guy for Pollard and Debo.
Well,
'Cause
that's
Debo's
Drake London.
Yeah, he's been playing well, but he's also another one of those guys that doesn't have. He's got a lower floor than like.
There's
CeeDee
very
Lamb.
few that don't have a low floor. CeeDee Lamb. Well, actually,
Yeah.
with Cooper Rush, and
That's what I'm saying. Only reason you're getting CD though is because he's not going to perform over the next few weeks. The only reason you would go get CD right now is if you're already probably a lock for playoffs.
I would have said go get Malik Neighbors, but I'm worried about what they're doing in New York.
I think Neighbors is a monster. If he doesn't have Daniel
Okay, so
Jones-
I'm saying you go get Neighbors, you go get Drake London, or if you can, go get Lamb.
yeah.
Those are the 3 guys I think you could get. Who should I get for just Pollard? Brian Thomas Jr., Cortland Sutton, Pickens. Oh, Pickens might be good rest of the
Mm.
year.
he
what's-
already has Pickens.
Oh, he has Pickens. Oh, fuck, he does have
That's what I'm
Pickens.
saying. We're trying to
You don't want Downs. You don't want Ladd. You don't want Wendell.
See, the
you
problem
don't
with
want.
that is though is you're going to weaken your RB position.
Yeah, but you can only start 2 in a flex, and you're starting CMC. You're starting Kyron.
That's why I would rather do a 2-for-1 if you can pull it off, because I'm trying to upgrade at a position that I'm starting as opposed to just bench depth
because
for guys that are going to
so
sit
Tracy's
on
on a bye, but you got and Connor's on a bye, so you're starting Kyron and CMC this week. Yeah, you have a bad bye week.
That's fine. I mean, what's his record? Did he tell you what his record?
3-7.
How the fuck is that? What is this, a 10-man or an 8-man league?
Dude, I'm 3-7, and I'm like 2 spots out of playoffs in a 12-man. Like
That's wild this year.
It honestly, 4th place has a losing record.
Yeah,
it's crazy this year. Calvin Ridley's not a bad pickup for rest of the year. Not for a combo.
He's been doing okay.
If you wanted to get rid of Pollard alone, you're probably going to get like a Calvin Ridley. If you wanted to package it, you might be able to get. What are you talking about? What about Jalen Reed for a Pollard? I don't like it. That offense, I just don't love the receivers. I would say Malik Neighbors. If you could do Pollard for Neighbors, that'd be great. If you have to package it, you got to aim a little higher. You got to go for Drake London or CeeDee Lamb.
Maybe Cedric. Cedric the Entertainer.
Go get Cedric Tillman. That's actually a great fucking pickup.
I think because he's got the running back depth. If you want to trade
Pollard for Cedric, if anybody doesn't bite on that, they're stupid, but you're smarter because Cedric Tillman has been a fucking beast.
And what does Cedric's playoff schedule look like? Because I think Tillman, like we've already said that Tillman's got a shot to be a top 20 guy the rest of the way.
Tillman might finish top 10. He's definitely top 20 rest of the way.
Yeah, because I already said he reminds me of Nico Collins out there.
He reminded us of him last year.
He had 11 targets last week.
So week 14, 15, 16, Pittsburgh, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Miami. I don't hate any of it.
No, me neither.
If you can move Pollard, go get Cedric Tillman.
Kansas City's a good one too because they might get the shit kicked out of them and then they might just let him catch everything underneath.
Dude, someone will move Cedric Tillman too.
Yeah,
That would give him Lamar, CMC, Tracy, Connor, Crin, Flowers, Debo, Pickens, D-Hop, Tillman, Njoku, Evans.
Yeah, let's see.
Ingram.
The thing that sucks though is he's got Njoku. He'd have to be
Evan Ingram too.
Oh yeah, I don't hate that as long as Sunshine's playing.
Which he's injured now, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
but there's enough tight ends out on waivers that you could.
I've been playing in a deeper league. I've been playing Tillman and Njoku, and they've both been performing.
You could trade. Hunter Henry at tight end has been consistent with Drake May.
Where the fuck did that happen from all of a sudden?
Because he's a safety valve for Drake May.
So weird.
So I say if I'm him, I go get Cedric Tillman.
Has anybody else got any questions out there?
I don't know, but I like that. That was good. That was like a whole fucking debate because
I don't hate going out for Tillman. Pollard might be too much to get rid of.
With Spears healthy, with Spears healthy, and you and I both said there was no reason that you should have even gotten Pollard.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
I do think that the best bet is move Pollard. He's the worst of your running backs, and go get a receiver.
But he has been the better of the two this year.
Well, yeah, but Spears has been banged up.
He has been too.
All right, now that we're on this, let's talk about people we don't like this week. Like, who you worried about? You know what I'm going to put on my list is Pollard.
I knew you were fucking going there. I'm starting him anyway. Fuck you.
Oh, I'll tell you what though, if he could do Pollard and Debo and get CD, that's not bad.
I would love that trade for his team.
That'd be so good for his
even
team.
If Cooper Rush was his quarterback the rest of the way. Like,
because CD's not going to disappear.
Like
CD's not going to disappear.
All right, that's a bad example.
Well, for example, I traded CD and Rashad White for Drake London and Jonathan Taylor.
He caught 8 balls last week still. I mean, he didn't do shit with it, but
in a PPR, he's still getting you 10, 12 points.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's worth it. So my sits this week, my worry is Pollard.
No, I'm with you. I worry about him this week too.
Also, Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, he's been banged up.
I don't like him without Sunshine.
It's tough to like anybody without their starting quarterback.
All right, so we did this last night, and we were playing, and Kendra put in Brian Robinson. She had her 2 starting running backs for 2 of my hates this week. One of them being James Cook.
Yeah.
I don't
Who
like
knows?
it. Now, although Kincaid being out, I think does give him a slight boost.
Yeah. He'll be more check down valvey.
Checked.
You like that?
I did.
A little check down valvey.
But she had him and Rico Dualdi in. Both are sits this week.
Yeah. I don't like Rico.
So she swapped out Rico, put in Brian Robinson. You got to tell you, it's like good. And she did that at 8:07. And I'm like, hey, did you want to talk about your lineup? She's like, I already made a move. And then she was pissed off because Eckler got the start, and then he gets a tutty.
And Eckler caught that long pass like real early.
He
She was
did.
probably like, fucking shit.
I hate you, Todd. Why
But
do you
then
do this to
Brian
me?
Robinson punched it in the end zone on that same drive.
And you know, she started was fucking Ertz. Spot started Ertz.
Really?
Great fucking start.
Yeah, he had like what, 3 or 4 catches?
Yeah, he had a good game.
Solid, like 50 yards or something.
He had a better game than that. Hold on a second.
What? No, he didn't.
Don't what me.
What?
motherfucker?
That sucks.
How many fantasy points do you think Zach Ertz had last night?
8.5.
18.7.
What?
He had 6 catches, 47 yards, touchdown, and a 2-point conversion. How about that for a fucking spot start?
How the fuck? That's a pretty good one.
This is nuts.
Solid, actually.
To just flip in those two dudes and then get yourself 40 points out the gate,
Up against Philly.
which I never expect. Yeah, fuck you, Terry McLaurin. Although Philly defense is a waiver wire must have if they're not owned, you got to have them.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what they remind me of?
The
2017. They're just young and fun.
yeah. Jalen Carter is so much fun to watch play football.
Jalen Carter is a monster.
He's a huge dude.
He is what I have nightmares about.
Yeah, he's
But they're
he's
secondary.
like the new Aaron Donald. Like
He is.
He's
He's not
like
as fast, but he's powerful.
right. He's actually bigger, but
Dude, he's bigger than him. He's bigger than and Jordan Davis. Him and Jordan Davis, those two alone are bigger than most offensive lines. But
he's
no,
crazy.
I'm saying the secondary too. Like they're young, fast, fun, and hungry.
Dude, Cooper.
It
and
reminds me of old school, like
Cooper
Jimmy
DeJong.
Johnson football with the Eagles. Rest in peace, Jimmy Johnson. But just fast at the ball. And I'll tell you this though, Cooper DeJean, motherfucker tackles.
He's awesome. I love watching
That
him.
dude hits and tackles like he's got
Him
nothing
and
to lose.
Blankenship are fun to watch play together.
Dude, they are. And like I like Blankenship, but I like him so much more.
Did you see the picture of them rocking those?
The white boy something
It was
shirts.
the whites something.
White. It was like white corner. What is it? White
Something
corners or
whites.
something.
I forget. It was something white.
It was something about like D-backs, defensive backs.
I don't remember what it was now. It was that they were wearing a T-shirt, and they look exactly like each other.
They do look like they look like brothers.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So let's do our pick'ems. We want to do our pick'ems?
No,
Okay. Who else do you hate this week? If there's a dude you're like this, I'm gonna start him, but he's gonna fuck me. Who is it gonna be?
ooh,
We swear on this podcast. No.
probably Devontae Adams. That's just a gut feeling.
Fair enough.
That's just a gut feeling.
Fair enough.
Him and Jacoby Myers.
I have a love-hate with Jacoby Myers.
He's probably gonna blow up now that I'm gonna bench him, but he's fucking.
I have a love-hate
He's
with
at
Jacoby
Miami.
Myers.
I don't know. There's something about going to that East Coast from the West, and they just fucking play like.
Jacoby Myers has been good this year.
He has been very good. I'm just saying this week.
Oh, we got to get into
I don't
rookies and
like
stuff. So
him
what do you
on the
think?
East
What do you
Coast.
think the Raiders do in the offseason?
Pray,
Fucking stupid.
pray a lot. Hope that football
Oh,
Jesus comes down
God.
for the first overall pick. Fuck the Raiders.
No, I mean, what do you think they got to do though? Like, did they got to get a quarterback?
I mean, the roster around the quarterback isn't terrible outside of the wide receiver position now. I mean, Jacoby Myers cannot be your number one.
Trey Turner.
Is he a number one?
Jacoby Myers would be the number one.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't like
Do you think they got to focus on
Like
wide
if
receiver?
you put Tay Adams back on that team and then put Aaron Rodgers on that team, are they better?
Yes.
Are they playoff contenders?
Borderline.
Right. They're probably the Jets right now.
Yeah.
So,
Which could disappear.
right. Agreed. But I'm saying that's not a bad thing. I'm saying that Rodgers might just not have it right now. Because every now and then he shows it and the whole fucking team just blows up. And it's
So do you think that they don't need a quarterback?
the Raiders?
Yeah.
No, they definitely do.
So do you go,
Like-
what's your main focus? What's your round 1 pick for the Raiders?
Depends on where they're at.
They're going to be top 5.
I mean, I like the boy from Texas, Yule. But I think he's going to be a top 3 or 4.
So they going
pick.
Shador Sanders? Oh, I hate that for them.
I hate that for them too.
I hate him for the NFL.
I don't think Shador does well in Vegas.
I'm going to pick my
First of
shit,
all.
the shits that I've dropped on Caleb Williams, which are turning
Where do-
out to be wonderful because he is the most inaccurate or completion percentage quarterback in history.
I saw.
I'm going to shit on Shador. And I'm going to I got Dion's sunglasses. When he gets drafted, I'm going to wear Dion's fucking sunglasses and shit on
I
Shador.
saw the thing where he texted the punter that they drafted and said, "You're not going to be punting a whole lot around here." And like he had
Wait,
more.
who texted that?
Caleb Williams texted the punter that the Bears drafted.
Caleb!
And said, "You're not going to be punting a whole lot." around
How'd that
here."
work out for you?
And actually, if you look at the stats, he has more
Fucking-
punt yards this year than he does passing yards.
Douchebag. Douchebag. Oh,
So,
I
yeah.
feel so good shitting on Caleb all year, and he's been.
I'm so glad I stayed away from him in my dynasty leagues. I was this close to believing, and I pulled up.
I
pulled
think he
back.
can uptick, and I think
I
he
think he's-
will get better.
He's
But the
still
problem is,
there.
they
But what are they?
Chicago has
Yeah,
every weapon he needs
Yeah.
to be
some.
successful.
and some. Like Cole Kmet is a good tight end.
Cole Kmet,
You've got 3 wide
Roshan,
receivers there that are definitely capable of playing
Swift,
football.
DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Romo Dunze. Like,
The offensive line has been good enough for you to be able to make plays.
so what
and
is it that's holding him back?
I think he got a little cocky, and
Yeah, I think he takes a big cocky.
he's probably a little bit of both. We are totally getting fined for that one. Oh wait, we don't make
I
any
say
money
he's
for
a
this.
big cocky.
Oh, I thought you said
we
he-
said it. So let's go to history right here. His he's 21. He's ranked 21 on Sleeper and we get so I
He's had, like,
everything we
4
go
weeks where he
off. We
goes-
go off. Oh wait, hold up. Sorry, game over. I didn't recognize it. We got to a Caleb Williams talk, and I know you haven't really been here long, but I love this shit on Caleb Williams. So when I get talking about Caleb Williams, I kind of lose my mind a bit. All right, what we got here? We got who should I get for Drake London, Pollard, D Hop, and Tracy. Is that too much for Drake London?
Drake London.
For Drake London,
Yeah, that's
Pollard, D
way
Hop,
too
and
much.
Tracy. You should be able to get him.
I
Who do
would
you
say
take out of
Pollard
that?
and D-Hop.
You should be able to get him from Pollard and D Hop.
I was gonna say I would take out Tracy.
Yeah, I would take Tracy out of that deal.
Take out either one of the running backs, and it's a fair deal.
It should be a running back, wide receiver for Drake London. I don't think I
They're
would give
probably
up
gonna want
2
Debo.
running back.
This guy's probably got a soft spot for Debo because he keeps taking Debo out of all the trades.
I mean, I would do Pollard and Debo for Drake London in a heartbeat.
Same.
I would do Debo and Tracy for Drake London, even though I love Tracy.
I don't know though. Debo won some people some leagues last
Well, no,
year.
yeah, you have Debo. I'm saying like if you got you're a Niners fan. It's a good point. You can't. So fandom and fantasy, they got to be.
Especially because you have CMC.
It's really hard. I know.
They're
It's
like-
hard to do.
They run the same shit.
I
in
had
that
to.
offense
I
with those
benched Jalen Hurts for the first like 4 weeks of the year for Jaden Daniels, and it paid off. And now I'm bringing him back. Like you got to be careful. But that's too much to give up. You don't want to give up for Drake London, Pollard, D Hop, and Tracy. Is this a redraft league or is this a dynasty league? Because that would also matter.
If it's a dynasty league, you better slap your own self for saying Tracy.
If it's a dynasty league, Pollard and D Hop, I'm fine losing.
Oh, if it's dynasty, I would get rid of them in a heartbeat.
Yeah, if it's a dynasty league, get rid of them.
I feel like Pollard's got maybe
Full PPR regular.
3 years left.
Full PPR regular.
Not even.
Pollard, D Hop. I think Pollard, D Hop should get you London.
It depends on the team needs of the other guy.
Yeah, what he needs.
Like if he needs a wide receiver and doesn't want to lose much,
Dude.
I'm sorry, he needs a running back and doesn't want to lose a lot by getting D Hop for London, then yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think you give up much more than that. I think if you give up all three of those, you're hurting your team's longevity and injury worries. He has Chase. Yeah, he should give you London. He probably needs a running back, so he might want more than Pollard.
Yeah, you might be able to do a straight up, but
He's the best guy in the league. Okay, so you just picked up Kyron for Drake?
No, because you just did Kyron for Amon and Drake.
Yeah, it's not worth it. No, you need to get your value. I love trying to figure this shit out right now, though.
I don't know. I think you should hold tight. I like your squad the way it is.
I agree. Honestly, I don't think you need to make a move.
Because if you're
3-7, look at you're 3-7. If you don't win 2 out of the next 3 weeks, you're out of it. I say hold tight.
Win out pretty much. I think.
Is it a keeper league, and how do your keepers work? That's a good question too. Because if you can't win, you got a good keeper league.
I still
don't move Tyrone Tracy because I guarantee it, you're not keeping him for a high value.
I would go see whoever has CD Lamb, and if they're willing to trade him. Other than that, I don't think I'm going after anybody. Because then you'd be willing to give up Debo if you're getting CD in return, right? I mean, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I agree. I think if you can't move Pollard and D Hop for Drake London, then I think you hold fast because I think you've got a solid squad.
Or
going through the bye weeks and rest of the season matchup,
or take some of that depth and go try and upgrade your tight end position. Maybe see if you can land a Brock Bowers. Maybe they're willing to give him up. Probably
Laporta's
not.
Been playing shitty. Maybe you get a Laporta.
He's out this week. He's hurt.
Oh, that's true. Fuck.
Thank God I got Hawkinson.
Yeah, Cooper Rush is it. Yeah, so that's Cooper Rush. I do worry about Cooper Rush with the CD. I get that 100%.
How long is Dak out? Did they say? Did they finally come out?
No, he might be getting surgery. He might be done for the year.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
He might be getting surgery. He's going to go to sleep, get another tattoo.
I still think that's a perfect time to strike. I still think CD is going to get peppered with targets.
I think CD by default is the
Cooper
option.
Rush is going to get better. They played. Who'd they play? The Eagles got their shit kicked in.
Yeah, but the Eagles defense has been playing elite.
Yeah, and the Eagles defense and the Eagles themselves have been playing much better football. So, give Cooper another chance.
No,
he
I
played
agree.
pretty good last year when he came in. Remember, pretty sure that was his second loss as a backup quarterback. So let's pump the brakes.
No, I agree.
Give Cooper another chance.
Cooper Rush.
I'm just saying now's a good time to go get CD.
It hurts CD, but it doesn't hurt CD because CD actually with Cooper Rush, last time Cooper Rush played,
he actually got better.
CD was still a top 10 wide receiver. So if you can buy CD with Cooper Rush with your team, it's a risk reward that it's worth it.
Agree.
If he shits the bed, he shits the bed. But you're 3-7, so I think it's worth doing it.
Yeah, because if you can get him and he comes back,
who should he give up for CD?
We already said that.
You know what I'm saying? He just reiterated. Who do I give up for CD? I give up D Hop and Pollard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give up D Hop and Pollard for CD. If he doesn't take it,
probably not going to. No, he's probably.
If he doesn't take D Hop and Pollard for CD after the week he had and the fear of the Cooper Rush, then he's not going to move him, and nothing you can give is going to be worth it. Then I hold fast. I still want to know: is your league a keeper?
Debo and Pollard was that's. I would
I
would max out at Debo and Pollard, but I would offer D Hop and Pollard. See if he takes it, and then if he doesn't take it, upgrade it to Debo and see if he's yeah. That's how I go. And then again, because you don't want to trade just to trade, just because you're 3-7.
you
could
you
really
still
just-
got a chance. I
you
won a
still have
league
it.
being 3-7.
Yeah, right. Like I'm good on that. Yeah, just a splash. for
sorry.
me.
You got to rate it. That's all.
Oh, right. I mean, clearly I'm giving it a good score.
Oh, it's not a keeper league. Oh yeah, then give up D Hop if he doesn't take it. I would give up Debo and Pollard for CD because I think CD come down the end of the line might actually be great for you. If you sneak into playoffs, I think it's a great pickup for you.
Yeah, because then that means he's got a. I'm pretty sure Dallas has a pretty decent schedule.
Yeah,
Dallas.
their playoff schedule. I'll tell you Dallas's playoff schedule right now. It is. Oh yeah, we talked about it. Carolina, Tampa Bay, Philly.
Yeah, I'm taking that all day because he doesn't play a hard defense until the championship.
Yeah. So if you make the champion, if you happen to make the championship, then that's good.
And again, targets are king, and he had 12 targets last game or some shit like that.
Touches and targets.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think it's a no-brainer.
Let's pick our squads. What do you
Let's
think?
Do it.
I'm a little nervous. I'm not exactly sure.
I'm gonna pick absolute no names. So
I know. I'm a little nervous here. Here, but before you leave, I'm gonna make a copy of this for you, and then you can see who you pick.
so you scored more last week, so you get to go first.
I get to
right?
go first.
Mhm.
Well, I'm going.
Game over. You can pick the squad for the chat team. since
Oh
you
yeah,
didn't-
game over. By the way, if you're still in here, we do a chat team. You got to pick a quarterback, running back, wide receiver. If your team beats both of our teams, we do a shot for you next week. Did I take?
One quarterback, one running back, one wide receiver. I don't think you told him that, did you?
You tell him. I'm
I
looking.
just did. Fuck.
You tell him.
One of each. No
Fun
tight
of
end.
each.
We are the tight ends around here.
I'm gonna do this, and I'm not
Giggity.
100% comfortable with it, but I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take. He took Lamar. Good choice. I was almost gonna take Lamar. I'm gonna take Josh Allen.
Oh, really? Against KC? I guess they're at home.
That game last year, like
It was a nightmare. Yeah,
I know that he's missing people, but I'm thinking he's running in for 2.
Mm.
I'm taking Josh Allen this week.
Just trying to will his team to a victory.
Chat team taking Lamar at quarterback. I like it. Thank you. Game over. Lamar writing it down and stuff. Game over. You drinking anything? I don't know how old you are. If you're under 21, don't be drinking anything. We have no way of knowing.
I know, right? No, it's so bad that you're telling underage people to
God
drink.
damn it. He took CMC.
The fuck is going on around here? Goddamn Niners.
Are you
fans.
trying to make us do shots?
I'm
I
totally
agree
doing a
with it.
shot,
I'm
mate.
fine with it.
It's
Worth it.
Give me Justin Herbert this week. I like Herbie this week. He's
I
been playing.
almost took him.
He's going.
I
He's been playing some
almost
good
took him.
football. I love Harbaugh with him. They've been having fun. I've been watching some of the like behind the scenes, like mic'd up.
I love
shit.
Quinion.
Yeah,
He's finally getting the
Quentin?
targets. Oh,
Quentin?
I'm thinking Eagles. Quinton. QJ.
I do too.
Quinton Duncan.
I do too. I really like him
I
this week
really
as well.
like him with it. We're at running back.
He's finally gotten over that like dropsy early on in his career. Yes, we're on running back.
Uh,
Do it.
did I take Stevenson yet?
Don't do it. Oh, you son of a bitch. I don't know if you did. It's not
We got a list and shit. We don't have a lot of viewers today, but game over. I fucking love you being here.
Thank you, Game Over.
Also, I like the name is Game Over too.
I know.
You know what I used to love is games like online gaming. Like your gamer tags were always the best. Mine was always cool gamer tag.
Yeah.
So they whenever it'd be like reference me, they'd be like, "Hey, cool gamer tag." I'm like, "Thanks." And I only
Felt so good about yourself.
I picked my name just so I could pat myself in the back every time someone talked to me.
God, somehow you turned out straight.
Yeah, I know it's weird like that, right? God damn it.
Jury's still out on
Dude,
that
we
one.
don't have a lot of games left, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take who you taking?
Fuck you.
You know what? I'm taking Ramondre Stevenson.
I like it. I like it. Ouch.
Gamer, you still get a wide receiver if you want.
I'm gonna go ahead and I don't think I took him yet. Nope. Tank Bigsby's hurt. I'm gonna go Travis Etienne this week.
I thought you were gonna go wide receiver and take Tillman before I could.
No, I had to. You have to stay. I thought we changed it. And
We did. We
have to stay within the position.
Right.
But yes, I was gonna go Cedric Tillman.
You should be able to. We should go back and forth. So if I pick quarterback first, you should get running back first, and then I should get wide receiver first. Nico Collins. God, you game over.
He's gonna fucking smoke us this week.
You are gonna be. Actually,
no,
I like. It's only been 1 week where we've had to do a shot because they beat us both, and this might be our second shot.
I feel like Travis is going to come back with a vengeance. I think this is the week that he knows that the whole team is going to be looking at him to produce on offense. I think he does it this week.
Well, Lawrence is out.
I know.
Christian Kirk done for the season. Like, I think it's. I don't hate it.
I think if it's a week to use him, this is the week.
All right. I see. Do you want to take Tillman at wide receiver? Or is that where you were going to go?
No, it's not where I was.
Cool. I'm not going to go there either.
I gotta try and keep him. I gotta try and keep up now. Apparently, shit.
I'm gonna go with that wide receiver. Oh, we don't do a tight end, but Kittle's for tight end. Dude, Kittle's been a beast for my fantasy team this year.
Yeah, I know. I wanted Nico Collins. That's who I was gonna take.
You already took him. I was gonna say you used him.
Didn't I?
You did. I'm gonna use I'm going to do it. I'm going to do Cedric Tillman. If you're not taking him, I'm taking Tillman.
You're such a pussy.
Fuck you. I'm taking Courtland Sutton then.
No, you already said it.
What was our dumbass bet of the week?
It was Pollard versus Spears.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch you drink.
You're so going to get fucked up. Fuck you. I wanted Nico, but I can't take Nico.
You can't take Nico. I like. Dude, Kittle's been a stud. So
we can't take tight ends.
I know. So game over. My dilemma in my dynasty leagues, in 2 dynasty leagues, has been that I have Kittle and Hawkinson, and it's one of those things when you have 2 really good tight ends. I hate the fact that you have to decide of 2 good tight ends to start. I've loved TJ Hawkinson being injured this year because I can start Kittle without worry. But now that Hawkinson's back, I hate the fact that I have to make the choice.
I think
so. Would you play?
I'm gonna roll in the spirit of Debo. Since we've been talking a lot.
Are you gonna take Debo?
I'm taking Debo this week.
You should have taken Ricky Pearsall.
You're probably right.
Debo.
I'm going Debo this
That's
week.
for you, game over. He did that.
I did that for game over here.
You.
But yeah, I like the matchup.
Oh, I don't hate it for you.
I
got this question. So, like, if you have Kittle and you have Hawkinson, they're both tight. Is the one you don't start flex worthy?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm running into. Like, I got to start a tight end in the flex, which is so rare.
Let's see. I played one guy who started 2 tight ends against me this year, lost. I'm playing another person this week who's starting 2 tight ends against me. I'm probably gonna lose. I'm
doing it in the dynasty. Like, I'm starting Kittle and Hawkinson in my flex.
Yeah, I don't hate it
because I don't want to have to choose.
Especially if you have, like, it depends on who you're putting on the bench instead of your flex.
Like Jerry Jeudy.
Like me personally,
Whiskey
I have
Dick.
A 3-headed monster of Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, and Jonathan Taylor in one league. You're not sitting one of those guys for fucking Kittle.
So he's going to your flex, yeah.
Right, yeah. That's why I'm saying I'm not sitting a Jonathan
Although I
Taylor.
would sit Taylor for Hawkinson.
You're high.
Because when Anthony Richardson is in, I worry about Taylor's production because of his legs.
I totally agree, but it's still Jonathan Taylor.
That's true. It's Jonathan Taylor. All right. So you're going with Herbert, Etienne, and Debo. I'm going with Allen, Stevenson, and Tillman. God, just saying it out loud seems weird. hate myself. And chat, which is game over because you have hung with us. Actually, this is our lowest chat we've had in a while. Game over. Thank you for being here.
He's all
We are
27
here
old.
every Thursday or every Friday. Come jump in and hang out, talk with us. We appreciate you. He's going with Lamar, CMC, and Nico. We are fucked.
Yeah, he went. See, technically, Chad already used Lamar before.
So next season, we're going to have an actual, we're going to have it posted on our Facebook and our website. I'm building a website, by the way.
Nice.
So that it'll have what the chat uses.
Okay. So they can see who they can and can't use.
And it'd be nice if I could put it on here. I don't know if I can, but
we might be able to show it like per position.
That's true. We might be able to pop that up on there.
It might be able to. Oh, we could probably use the TV.
Ooh.
We've never used the TV.
Well, if we move into the other studio, we'll have 2 screens so we can have it and we can pop it back. Let's rate this fucking bourbon. Also, we swear a lot. Sorry.
We're not sorry.
We're not sorry at all. This does give me a very Punchers vibe.
Just super sweet. That's all.
It's sweeter than Punchers, which I kind of like.
Yeah, same.
So if we're going, we go drinkability and taste, right?
That's up there for me on the taste and drinkability.
Hold on, let me just. Was that ASMR, whatever that shit is?
That's a little too much, is what that was. Flavor?
It has 0 aftertaste. It goes away, right?
There's like 0 burn, if that's what you mean.
It's smooth, and then when you're done, it doesn't hang out. So for drinkability, it's high.
Yeah, it's not much of a lingerer.
Yeah, drinkability is high.
I'm going like 87 on drinkability.
I was gonna say I'm like mid-80s. It's like it doesn't. I want to buy more of this.
Yeah, I need a bottle at my house. So yes, 87.
Drinkability, it's smooth as shit. It's sweet.
I'm giving it an 87 on the drinkability.
I'm gonna hit it with an 85. I agree. I'm up there.
And if you're new, game over. This is yards.
You're welcome for the feedback. Thanks for hanging out with us. Join us. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and jump in whenever we go live.
And we got a shitload of content on just about any podcast thing you can listen to.
Eventually, we're going to be going live on TikTok and we're going to go TikTok and YouTube on Sunday mornings. But
you know how
we're growing. Grow with us. Game over.
Yep, we're growers, not showers.
That's true. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Oh,
my wife's like, that's cute. She's like, oh,
now it's fun again.
I like it. Oh, Jesus. Taste, I like it too, though. So we rate up bourbon every week. We gotta get that. I am gonna get a website going.
Flavor, I had it at 84.
Drinkability and flavor, you had 84.
I said, yeah, flavor. What's your flavor? The drinkability is way better than the flavor is good. It's a little too sweet for me, which is why I'm giving it a lower 80s instead of.
I like the sweetness and it disappears though.
Yeah, I see. Meh. That's a. I'm
gonna go a notch higher than my drinkability and go 86. Okay. 86. So we have an 87 hole and we got a math here, folks. You know why I don't care? Because we're live.
84, 85, 86, 87, and he needs to know what the fucking average is. Kidding me? It's 85 and a half or something like that.
87 plus.
He's going to do it.
85 plus 84 plus 86. What did you say it was?
I don't remember.
85.5.
I think that's exactly what I said.
Bowman Brothers 80. That's a fair rating for that.
Yes. I think that's a very good.
We spent 3 weeks drinking some shit.
What?
We spent 3 weeks drinking some shit.
Well, that was my fault partially because I said I didn't want to. I wanted to start drinking some shittier bottles just because what if we find a diamond?
Yeah, I have that motherfucker that I might dump in the toilet.
I'm starting to realize that
Bourbon
I haven't.
matters.
Yeah, I haven't found a bourbon that's under $30 a bottle that I enjoy to drink, just like flat out on the rocks. I haven't found it yet. If you got some,
Punchers is close, but it's 30.
yeah, that's why I said it. That's why, because Punchers is literally hands down the best buy on the shelf if you can find it.
Oh fuck yeah.
$30. It's got to be more than that these days. You had to have found it on sale or something.
It's like
It's got to be like it's
32.
Like, it tastes like a $70 bottle, and it's fucking.
It is delicious. This is delicious.
What was that, price wise? I know we didn't talk about it. We like to keep that out of the ratings, but
We try not to involve price or anything, but it was like 30, mid-30s.
okay, yeah, that's a good one then too.
It's from Virginia.
I'll definitely grab that one if I need it.
Like a dick, just grab it.
Touch it.
So that's an episode.
That is an episode.
I had fun. Did you have fun?
Nope.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, well, probably gonna end up with a tattoo of Bo Nix on my cock. So
You choose location. That's on you. I was choosing tattoo. The fact that you went cock is on you.
well, if we make the playoffs this year, I'll get his face right on my fucking mushroom tip.
With a little BB. I'm in. That is your tattoo. You should not have fucking said that on a recording.
No, that's not happening. There's no way. You're gonna have to Dak Prescott.
You should not have
I
said
need
that
it. I
on
need
a
it.
recording.
My wife would never let me get Bo Nix's face on my dick. She'd never give me head again, ever. Or maybe she'd give me more. Who
Maybe
knows?
she likes the Broncos more than you think she does. Fuck yeah.
Oh man, I'm going to hell.
Puka. Nuka. Yo, Puka, come on our goddamn show.
Right.
We love you.
We just need a whole. He is Hawaiian, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, he is.
Fuck.
I drafted him because of his skills, not his heritage.
I know. I was thinking of the hair. That's why I was like,
He's glorious.
it is phenomenal.
Yo,
He's-
should he be the new Head and Shoulders?
I was just about to say that. Yes, we need to campaign for Pukanuka being the next Head and Shoulders guy.
God, we do.
Because then it would be him versus Palomalu,
Palamalu.
receiver versus cornerback or safety,
Palamalu.
I should say.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
That'd be a good commercial. And like they could be throwing a Head and Shoulders bottle, and it'd be Puka. Like they'd be battling over the Head
And
Shoulders.
Palamalu is, oh, that's a good one.
Who was the other one? They just had another. It was
Well, Mac Hollins got some hair, but he also barefoot and weird. God. All right, we're gonna end this.
yep, we need
And
to. Pukanuka.
Pukanuga.
Oh yeah.
I can't find my mouse.
Word.